Dear DJT, aka Donald Django Trump, because you indeed are a free man, I have a special request that I would like to submit right now at this moment. I would ask on behalf of all of us sane people if you could pass an executive order known as the One Slap a Day order, right? So this order would, or One Slap a Day Act, right? So essentially this executive order would state that each of us sane people get at least one slap every single day. We get to choose who receives this slap. More specifically, if we get into the weeds and the nuances of it, it's going to be some unhinged liberal, right? And it can't just be any of them just because they, have the stance that they have, but instead the way in which they show up and act. So let's say, I don't know, they set a Tesla on fire. We get to slap, one slap a day. We have to reserve it for one slap a day to make it fair. So we're really picking and choosing where we are distributing the slap. So again, blows up Tesla, slap, right? Attacks you, spits on you, whatever it is, because you're a Trump supporter, slap, right? So this is the sort of a situation that I actually think would be a perfect pitch for this executive order. These are the sorts of individuals and the sorts of moments where this one slap a day bill would actually be extremely beneficial for all of society. So this is going to be a net positive for all of us in this country. And I believe that it will galvanize us, bring us together in the way we never have before. And we will essentially truly make America great again. One Slap a Day Act. So let's get into it. My goodness. Hello, laggy mouse. Okay, so for the folks who may be watching this from home, a little context, there is an unhinged liberal who is, I guess, yelling at some woman because she likely has a MAGA hat on. What's new?
I have a baby here with you. You're a disgusting, sick, vile, fucking weirdo. Oh my God.
Oh, it's Grandpa who has it. It's Santa Claus back here. So Santa Claus has a MAGA hat on. I'm guessing because it matches the rest of his outfit. And he is being cussed out by a big back. I forgot to include that part. A big back unhinged liberal. So she is not only a liberal, she's also a big back. And sometimes that big back energy can enhance and multiply and double down, right? I'm not just saying folks who are big, right? There's a difference between being overweight, maybe fat. That's okay. We're working on ourselves. But being a big back, that comes with a certain way of living, a certain energy about you. So don't get offended just because you hear big back. Not everybody's big. Big back is just, that slothful, greedy, that sort of energy, right? That's what we're talking about. And unhinged is also part of the big back definition, right? But anyway, yeah, it's the volume's pretty low. So I'm going to play it with a little louder volume. Again, she approaches them, by the way. It's not like they pass. No, she walks over to their table in a restaurant and is doing this. Just that context is necessary.
I have a baby here with you. You're a disgusting, sick, fucking weirdo. Oh my God, it's fucking right. You dumb bitch, you're with this shit. He doesn't want me or you to have equality. Oh my God, go pray for me. Touch me and watch me touch the fucking hands. I will hit and hold away.
So this is where the One Slap a Day Act would then be activated, right? This is where it would come in, where you have now the wife of Mrs. Claus, I guess you would say formerly. Mrs. Claus gets up and she's like, oh, hell nah. You ain't finna pop off like that. Right? She's talking about, well, he doesn't want any of us having rights. First of all, ladies, which rights have you lost so far? I'm so goddamn confused. First of all, ladies, which rights have y'all lost so far? Please let me know in the comments below. Which right did you lose with Trump getting into office? I am deeply confused. As far as I'm concerned, I believe you actually got a little more rights because, instead of the pretend women being put first, the actual women are being prioritized. But anyway.
Get out. You're not welcome here. You don't want these people here. You're not welcome. You want me to make you be okay and comfortable in this world? Who the hell are you?
I'm proud of this man. This man here is going to beat people like he
Please call the cops. Thank you, sir. You don't like the prior service?
The law of FAFO has been activated.
Y'all right now, this is crazy shit right here. This is some fucked up shit.
If that is your husband, it makes a lot of sense. Brother's got longer hair than you. That is a white dude for Harris right there if I've seen one. Look at the little strut. He might as well have his hand out like this. You know what I mean? Just a little zest. Just a little zest there. Lord. Even police should have the one slap rule also available for them, right? Oh, look at her shirt, folks. Okay. Oh, this gets better. So she is approaching this man for having a hat that reads, "Make America Great Again." Now, mind you, let's break down those 4 words. Make, which is pretty obvious. America, it's the country that you're in support of. Great, which means, improvement. And then again, so return to. So make America great. Pretty positive statement, if you would ask me, right? Just by itself. Now, somehow, because it's on a red hat, it is now the most offensive rhetoric that you could essentially express in any of these unhinged, smooth-brained lefties' safe spaces, right? It tears them apart. So not just that. So you have that guy and he has a MAGA hat on, Make America Great Again. Then you have her, and I don't know if y'all can see this. She has a shirt with Luigi in the form of Jesus. I know this because I've seen the shirt before, okay? There is a shirt with Luigi that they're selling. The guy who unalived the other guy in broad daylight and claimed that it was about insurance and caring so much about the people and the system, blah, blah, blah. Turns out that much of the wealth that actually backed his education as well as his lifestyle actually came from the healthcare industry, because grandma and grandpa had these nursing homes, etc., and therefore they would be paid by the insurance industry. So it's a very, very strange predicament that they have gotten themselves into over there on the left in support of I guess what they see as a hero. Luigi wasn't no damn hero to me. He's just a dude who took this guy's life and nothing has changed. As a matter of fact, things are probably going to get worse as a result. They're just going to beef up security for these CEOs, and they're going to continue to essentially give you whatever insurance that they were not giving you. And they're going to continue to charge you out the wazoo. That's what they're going to do. But anyway, she has a shirt with a known unaliver, a known massacreist, a known killer. And yet she has the audacity to come up to somebody with that big old back and go off on them. Don't get no better than this, folks. It don't get no better than this. And I'm going to run it back one more time after letting it run through, just so y'all can see the response of the man in the said offensive hate speech filled hat. Y'all going to get to see it for yourselves. Because, I would have enacted my right after, of course, the bill has passed. The executive order has passed through Congress and has become legislation. I would use my right and my left at the same time for my one slap a day.
Right here. This is some fucked up shit.
Okay, let's run that back
I
one more
have a
again. One more
baby
again.
here with you. You're a disgusting, sick, vile weirdo. Oh my God, it's right. You dumb bitch, you're with this shit. He doesn't want me or you to have equality. Oh my God, go pray for me. Touch me and watch me touch your hands. I will hit and get away. Sit down. Get out. You're not welcome here. You don't want these people here. You're not welcome. You want me to make you be okay and comfortable in this one? Who the hell are you? Scared of me, hit me on my head.
I'm proud of this man. This man here is going to beat people like he.
Please call the cops. Thank you, sir. You don't like the prior service? You don't like veterans? Why are you disrespecting the restaurant wearing that hat? That doesn't make any damn sense.
Oh, so she's being offended. Oh, it's a virtue signal. Dun 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 dun. It's a virtue signal. I should have known. I should have thunk it. You see, what she is doing here is because she is in a Mexican restaurant and she makes the assumption that Mexicans hate Trump, right? That's her assumption. She obviously didn't look at the statistical breakdown of who was voting for who. So yeah, she turns out that she is offended on Mexican folks' behalf, just like a white liberal would, right? They're always more offended than the people themselves for you. No, hey, I know you don't give a damn about Aunt Jemima. As a matter of fact, Aunt Jemima is a point of pride for y'all, but we're going to remove her because it's offensive to you because I said so. Yeah, Redskins, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of the chief, even though he's a representation of your family and you actually take great joy and pride in that. Yeah, I'm going to take that from you because you're offended because I said so. That's them right there. Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, that's a racist trope. We don't like the stereotypes. He's got to go. Yeah, it turns out that Hispanic folk actually loved that cartoon character and fought for him to come back. That's the contribution that the white liberal has made to America. Damn idiot.
Y'all right now, this is crazy shit right here. This is some up shit.
Yeah, we got to get to the comment section. Let's see what's going on. You might notice that let me actually bookmark this.
And you have a baby.
You also might notice that nearly all of them are 1, women, 2, violent, and 3, that nothing ever happens to them. 3 is why it continues. Ooh, that's a bar, my guy. Shout out to you. Imagine if she hated carbs. She would be in the top 1 percentile of body types. She would be built like Tiana Taylor. I'm not a fan of that chick. I think that she is a terrible representation for a lot of different reasons, but damn it, she'd be built like that. She would have a 12-pack if she hated carbs as much as she hated sane people. Lady screams, yes, thank you. There we go. Luigi shirt. There we go. Luigi shirt. I'm glad somebody saw that. Boom. Okay, Greenland must be purchased and turned into a... Yes, the entire place should be turned into a prison. I agree. Oh, look, we have one. These are some of my favorite. I love this little whatever is going on trend. Vote liberal. That is them. Elbows up. Yep, Canada. You forgot China as well as Gaza. Yeah, get yourself a little pro-Palestine flag, even though you don't even know where the Gaza is located. Couldn't point out Palestine on a map and have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Let's get that in there. Yep, of course. And 2 phones. What's that a reference to? All Democrats are the same. They're all over X acting the same way. I mean, yeah, they're just... To be a Democrat or a liberal today, like what they quantify as a liberal, is to be a clinically insane person. It's the only way you can still be that. You don't have to be MAGA. You don't have to be on the right, Republican, conservative, etc. But to still be a liberal, you got to be insane. I'm buying a MAGA hat. I'm buying 10, actually. I'm going to buy 10 of those so I can wear them all the way around to make it like a bucket hat. Shout out to Schoolboy Q. Liberalism is mental illness. Yes, it is. Imagine being mad at 2 guys who don't take a salary for exposing the people who steal your hard-earned money while taking a salary. Incredible. That's a great fucking point. Liberalism is proven scam. A liberal is someone who wants you to think like them. A conservative is someone who just wants you to think. Facts. That's what I found out in my own experience. Look, I'm not saying that any perfect person exists on either side or whatever it may be, but damn it, how can you be a liberal in 2025? I don't understand. Of course, her husband got a ponytail and sandals. I didn't point out the sandals, but that's a great observation, my friend. He'll never control his hippo without proper foot. You, my friend, have won comment of the day. That's so good. He said, you'll never be able to control a hippo without proper footwear. I think that's an African proverb. Man must wear proper footwear in order to control his hippopotamus. That's an African proverb now. So shout out to y'all, everybody watching right now. I appreciate y'all. Mind y'all, everybody who leaves comments, etc. Though I might not be able to get to every single comment or, go back and forth because I am fixated on creating the best quality content for y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for everything. Continue to tell the damn truth. And send in your requests for the bill that I proposed or for the executive order I proposed, because I feel like this is one of the only solutions at this point. If they want to turn up, that's okay. We've got the law protecting us now for one of these or one of these. So till the next time, peace. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee leave a little something there or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.